I should actually get center camera, not like lay down and be a lazy bum.
That's all part of it. We're the most relaxed podcast on the internet.
We're not very relaxed though.
Even though I was going to start with, start
Boy.
the podcast.
Boy.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing in chat? This is episode 44 of season 2 of the Game One Player podcast.
43.
That was 43 in the podcast.
Let me look. Because somebody's been keeping track.
Say 44, because last week was 43. One's not
42, 43. It all blends together at this point. It's a number. Fine. It's 94.
Yeah, it's 94. Oh.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I can't disagree because you're not wrong.
I'm the one guy who should... I've stopped giving up numbering this show. That's the reason why it just says Tig Whippy's Live. I'm done numbering it. I've had it.
It's just going to blur. Except when we get to the really big numbers like 100, 150, 200, and 1,000.
Yeah, but those are usually be specials and have a lot of people in them, so that's the reason why we'll actually have stuff.
But yeah, it's time for the podcast. I'm Lardteamaker, aka Will McKellar. Joining me is James Atkinson.
Alrighty.
And also playing the Dota 2s and above us is Chris Hurgleman.
Hi, I'm Guy.
So how's everyone? I haven't spoken to you properly in about a week.
I'm alright.
Doing good.
Doing good. Doing
good.
Doing guy
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, I'm about the same. You know,
Doing guy level of good.
That's good to hear. It's really good. It's good to hear. Isn't it? It's a feel upbeat and a bit more positive. You know, this week. So we have some news. We have the draft. We have what we've been playing, and some shout outs just in case. You know, we just need anybody that we think we've missed.
Yeah, Chris playing Dota 2. Like, if you follow Chris if you're in like any chat with Chris on Discord, it's pretty much perpetual Dota 2. Even when he's not online, and I know that he's not online, he's still showing his playing Dota 2. Commitment. 100%, 10% commitment.
Even playing it while he sleeps. It's just like,
Oh, that's the
I never
bot.
stop.
That's the
muscle
bot.
memory.
That's the bot.
So what about housekeeping, dude?
All right, so housekeeping. That's right. All right. Obviously, this is the beginning of the show, so we're going to start off with the announcements. Number 1, hello, everybody. This is the Game Will Play Itself podcast. You are currently watching us now live on twitch.tv/TGWPIS, or you are listening to us in the past. Hello, past us. How is it? Is it good? Is it nice? Is there still war in North Korea? Are they in the same time zone, or was it just really just a weird thing? Anyways, you can tell us in the comment section below. If you are listening to us on either Podbean, iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher, or wherever you find your lovely little podcast, as Lita Lemon would suggest, sometimes you just need to do a little bit of an update, and you have 20 downloads waiting for you. It wasn't me this time. It was you. You can.
Fanfox, God bless you.
God bless you. I knew where those 20 downloads came from right away. I was like, oh, there's 20 that's a thing, huh? Anyways, so you can find us in all those places. Also at youtube.com/The Game Won't Play Itself, or just Google The Game Won't Play Itself. It'll come up. Thank you for everything you're doing, and also supporting us and everybody else through Twitch. Obviously, Twitch has these wonderful things going on. It can help your local content creators, whether it be through subscribing, because there are different levels of subscription that you can do and actually spend your own money. Twitch Prime, if you have an Amazon Prime account, because let's be honest, you probably do, that you forgot about because you spent the $99 and you wanted to watch that season and a half of the Great British Baking Show that wasn't on Netflix because you needed to see how Mary Berry was going to react to the Great British Tart Blueberry Swedish Tart Bake Off. That's a thing. If it's not, it's definitely a thing now. And you completely forgot and didn't undo your subscription. So hey, take that $99 and put it towards something because you can help support your local streamer. It could be us. We would appreciate if it was us. And if you do get us, you get cool little emotes and stuff. And we're working on some more. There's one that you get, which is basically our symbol that you can then pimp out in other people's streams, which, let's be honest, shameless self-promotion is what this show's half about. Or in this entire segment, for that matter. But you can also go support your other favorite streamers. They all have great emotes, great things. It's a great way to support and anybody you want to support, whether it be somebody as big as Co-Carnage, as small as us, or anywhere in between. Let's say like Cosmic Gamers. There's one for you. They're great. They're bigger than us. Just probably because they stream more than us. But that's if you're a part of the affiliate program, which we are. And thank you all for being a part of this show. Other things. We have a clothing store now. Coffee Night Productions. Hurgleman has added more clothing, more things. And there will be another special dealio coming out soon in the near future that we all can talk about. But also, there is now Hurgleman gear. So get your Hurgleman gear on. There's
you can have my face on your chest.
That image that we if you ever said, hey, you know that thing that James has that always shows Chris? That's really cool. I wish that was on a shirt. Your wish is our command. It's on a shirt.
You could have a breakdancing lard all over your bits, as Vicky has too. Has had some fantastic news today, which I'll give a shout out to later.
Or a teacup. Is it the teacup one?
I haven't set the teacup up yet.
Teacup.
It'll happen.
I obviously am going to get a teacup coffee mug. Just because I'm that kind of a person. But you can also get a breakdancing lard or a My Little Geo. Or you could just go with the Tick Whippies logo. If you want to do that. Hey, we're all down. It's all good. We also have Twitter and Instagram. I was reminded in chat to talk about those things as well. Twitter, that's where you can find all the things that I've talked about when we go live, when stuff comes out. Pretty much whenever we do anything, it gets tweeted about 8 times. It comes out, because like I'll post the podcast, the audio will come out, and then we'll tweet that the audio came out. Then the YouTube version of it will come out, and then it'll be tweeted that the YouTube version of it came out. Then the Facebook version of it will come out, and it'll tweet that the Facebook version of it came out. I mean, really, we're just trying to make it more accessible. So whatever way you want to do it and listen to the show, we want to accommodate. And the show will come out anywhere between Sunday and Monday. Because reasons. Mainly me reasons. Mainly because I'm lazy. Yeah. Also, for the good of the order, now that we can talk about it, the Extra Life page is now live. It is one of the 2 charity events that we do every year. So, coming up, it's in November?
November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Is Extra Life Weekend for the Game Will Play Itself, where you can join your favorite streamers here, the 3 of us. Hi. We will be doing a stream, an 8-hour stream on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that weekend, so that you all can support Extra Life and supporting Connecticut Children's Hospital again?
Yep.
Good.
Same one.
Helping kids in a children's hospital close to where me and Hurgleman live. Very good. Or mainly now close to where I live. But, in the case, it's helping kids, which is very important. We're all about helping kids on this show. Also, as this will be alluded to later on, we're going to be doing some more stuff with Extra Life in the near future, which will be a later topic in the show. Actually, we'll talk about it now, because that's for the good of the order. I don't have anything else I have to add or pimp out. Is there anything else to pimp out?
Well, we can pimp out special effect.
That's what I was going to say. We're going to do the special effect thing now.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only other thing we can do. There's nothing else that I remember.
Hurgleman streams on Mondays and Tuesdays. You should watch it.
Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and occasional Saturdays.
Will just streams all the damn time.
Yes,
so,
like
I mean, that's a given at this point.
Yeah.
He's streaming right now, and you don't even know.
Maybe. With my cup.
If you're playing Candy Crunch, I will reach through this mic and bitch slap you.
I'm not playing Candy Crush. Don't worry, it's okay.
God.
But so we might as well talk about the big bit of news that I've been harping on about in my streams the past week, and I'm going to be announcing it on Twitter on the Saturday morning. But next weekend, the 13th of May, 7:30 UK time so that will be 2:30 US time. We will be joined by a man called Mark Saville, who is a member of Special Effect, the other charity that we do charity runs for. We do 24-hour streams for during Game Blast, and he'll be joining us on the show live as a special extra podcast to you guys. So we're doing it on a Friday night, the podcast, and then Sunday we'll be live again for you guys to join us, so you can talk to Mark. You can ask him any questions you want. We'll ask him some questions as well. Basically, we'll have a good time with him.
Mainly, I'll ask him questions because Will just be starstruck that Mark, he's on the show to begin with. This is how this usually goes.
Yeah. I don't interview, I just talk because I was like, questions? What? Question? Wait. As I freeze up.
There's a way a conversation flows. I mean, granted, I do this for a living, talking to people. So there's a way an ebb and flow of how a conversation can go, and about getting information and when to let them talk and when to chime in and when to lead them down the path. Hopefully, he'll come with stuff he wants to talk about. I imagine that if he works for the Special Effect charity, he is not only into Special Effect, the charity, but he is a gamer in his own right.
Yeah.
If not, this is going to make this conversation really weird if they said the finance guy. I'm in accounting.
I can actually tell you who it would actually be. Where did I put it? Right, so he's a communication support for Special Effect.
Special Effect Life.
So one of the PR people.
It's good. That means, obviously, then it is his job to talk to people like us. And it is
and we
obviously...
have spoken briefly before. We have spoken briefly before during the other Game Blasts, and after that we've done.
You, not me. He has to deal with the wily Americans now.
So I've been dealing with you for years.
Yeah. See, it's like this weird courting process that Will has to go through. It's like, hey, do you want to be on my podcast? By the way, there's also 2 American guys on it. They're usually pretty nice, but sometimes the shit that they say just...
Let's just hope it doesn't breach any gross offense laws.
Oh no, we don't go that far. I won't say anything that hasn't already been said by Logan Paul or PewDiePie.
I didn't even have where this.
Well, no, okay, no, all right. I gotta say, the PewDiePie thing is bullshit. Logan Paul, sure, yeah, he's a total fucking asshole. But PewDiePie was making fun of YouTube, saying that they were like Hitler.
It's like triggered.
I'm not. It's a thing.
So that's the big news we're on about. So, join us. Ask questions, talk.
So, the question becomes this now.
Extra. Because we're good to you like that.
Oh, Reverse Pro Gamer. Is this the first thing you actually are doing since you've been married? Does the wife actually let you play video games now? Or are you still, out in the fields tulling the ground to get the wheat in so that you can pay the bailiff your weekly taxes?
He has no idea what this whole thing is going. He's just throwing words.
I'm trying to make a medieval reference to things. Hey, and we dropped. It's the drop that happens once a week.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be me after the freeze last week, and then it's like, no.
Hope it's us.
But yeah, so while we're waiting to get back up and running, we will press on with the podcast audio version of this and say, look, it's time for the news then, the other bit of news, and it's actually really good news for Sony. Yeah, so we've dropped, Kimmy. We've dropped, but It's okay. We're going to get it back. But yeah, so God of War, in its first 3 days of its launch, has sold 3.1 million copies, which makes it the fastest and most successful PS4 exclusive to date in terms of fastest selling, which is pretty damn good, really. And that's here in the UK. God of War
And that's
second.
when I told everybody to go fuck themselves. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh, we're back.
Did you enjoy your break? I had to go use the bathroom.
So did Twitch, but yeah. Hello, Dougie. How you doing?
Dougie, how
Welcome
you
back.
doing? You must speak the devil's name and he shall arrive, huh?
But yeah,
I wasn't bad-mouthing you or anything.
what you missed on the live version of this was that we were talking about God of War and the fact that, you know, it sold 3.1 million copies in its first 3 days, which is just simply amazing and awesome. So it's like fantastic because it, as James will agree with me, it's a cracking game.
And they said single player was dead.
No, they said single player was dad.
Dad. Hey! Hey!
That boy.
Look at there you go. The funny guy coming in with the jokes.
That was really dumb.
But in context of God of War,
Good work.
perfect.
Well, it was a dad joke in every sense of the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it. So that's pretty much all we can say, really. It's like, well done, God of War.
I mean, if you've been paying attention to our meme zone for like the last 2 weeks, all I have been doing is spamming God of War memes.
That will probably continue for another 3 weeks.
Of course it will.
Because I mean, we're going to go spoilerific next week.
Yeah, no, next week is the God of War spoiler stream. So if you haven't played it or beaten it, this may be like one that you want to like miss the middle part of, or just mute and then just pantomime and like talk to yourselves. Like, what is James and Will and Hurgleman actually saying to themselves? It's really me and Will because you can see us talking and you just assume that Hurgleman is just doing like a guttural scream the entire time.
This is how I live my life.
'Cause
Guttural screams and existential pain.
If you see both James and myself like touching our chins, looking thoughtful, you know that's when Hurgleman will be talking. Because that's just the way it happens. So yeah, so next
Oh
week,
yes,
that'll happen.
that's right, Dougie. You're doing the wonderful European thing of actually being able to take a month's holiday. How is that actually like? As an
What is
American, I don't understand this concept.
What's a holiday?
What? Yeah, exactly. What is this being off from a month? I'm off for like 2 days and I get antsy.
I was going to go, he was on vacation.
The
That's
fuck
not
are
gonna
those?
Yeah, I wish.
Don't worry, Michael. We will be spoilery up to the point of like we will give you as much spoilers, but as little as much spoilers as you can. No, I get it. It's your honeymoon, and like you she absolutely deserves it. You, on the other hand, come on, you just had to show up, Dougie.
Yeah, show up, say yes.
The beggar. It's true. I mean, like,
Oh, wait, no.
see, unless you're in
Show up.
Sweden, and then Sweden would just be like, yeah, no, fucking, why are you even working? This is Sweden. That's a positive
The
thing
Swedish
about
don't
Sweden.
work.
They're just
Yeah,
like,
they just be productive for a few hours and go, right, I'm going to rest.
yeah, that was. I mean, it's not Sweden, but my friend, one of my friends went to school in Denmark for a while, and he said like at like 4 o'clock everything closed down except for like the pub.
Oh, please tell me you got that on the stream.
I got everything. I don't know what I'm watching.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Okay, so what just happened? Just a little comment to those of you who don't know Dota. What just happened was I'm this guy. I'm the spooky demon guy throwing shit at people, and that person up there, the blue lady who keeps killing me, well, she got an item called Aegis of the Immortal, and what it does is it gives her the ability to come back to life after a few seconds. And lo and behold, in the time frame that it takes for her to respawn, there's a counter. So I sat there and I used my ultimate, which is a huge explosion. So the moment she came back, she was just not there anymore. It was beautiful. All right.
Speaking of things that aren't there, or not normally looked at, though, and I can link this to the God of War, right? I can link it, and also to what I've been playing. Partially is
Well, no, we do the draft, then we do what we've been playing. That's always how we do it.
It's so I don't need to talk about it.
Okay.
This bit in the bit. There is another ending in God of War. Okay.
Slightly not the same ending.
All I will say is after the place you think is an ending when the credits roll, go travel home. And that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I've already beaten Far Cry 5. We've already I beat it on stream. Everybody saw me beat it in the first 19 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're really just playing for the second ending. That's how I'm looking at that. By the way, Far Cry 5, God of War, you know what's going on here. But that leads us into this wild and crazy time where it's the draft. Yeah, I think that's the draft voice now. Whoa!
It's the draft.
The Sports Center noise here. Or, sorry, European audience. Sky Sports noise here. Whatever that noise is.
Whatever that is, yeah. They change it every so often.
Just imagine there's just like a lot of beeps and boops. Beepity boopity, it's sports time.
You remind me of the ghost from Big Mouth. Bibbidi boobidi bow.
Bibbidi boobidi bow. Hey, we got to be sensitive about using that voice around here. I mean, Cosby was convicted.
Yeah. Good job it wasn't Cosby and Big Mouth then.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding.
Watch it on Netflix. There's a shameless plug. But yeah, back to you, James.
Yeah, so the boopity boppity boopity things. It's the draft. So we gotta. It's been a day or two since we've done it. Hey, look, that's a thing that's not supposed to be there. Hey, did you know we had 9 viewers right now? Because everybody else on stream does.
Snap. Wow.
Yeah, that's a thing. See, once again, Tigwhippies giving you the awesomest of crap. No, I don't want the what? Yeah, okay, that's the one I want. This is not Hurgleman's dashboard. This is our dashboard.
It's like, God damn it!
You're tearing me apart, Twitch. You're tearing me apart. There. We get a wabba boom. Cool. All right, so thing do's, draft time. Yeah, so we're doing the draft. We have a draft.
Thanks to Geo.
Thanks to Geo. By the way, if any of you want to have a draft topic, speak it now in chat so that we can actually do it for next week too. Because this is the Weekly Royale? The Weekly Royale. So, thanks to Geo with obviously my editing, because I have apparently supervisor override over the the draft topics. There's whatever. All right, so this week it was create an RPG party based off characters that are not RPG characters. That being said, RPG-like kind of games like your Darkstalkers and your God of Wars were allowed in because they had RPG elements, but it wasn't like you're sitting there like Cloud Strife waiting for your enemy to hit you kind of a deal.
Are we talking traditional RPGs?
We're talking tank, ranged, melee, deep, and heals. So we kind of hybrided it into kind of an MMO-style party.
Okay, so like nothing...
Not like suplexing trained ninja, kind of like that.
Yeah.
We're looking at kind of like traditional MMO kind of level stuff.
Well, no, my question was, like, are action RPGs considered RPGs?
I think like where they drew the line is like action games that had RPG-like things in it were okay, but action RPGs, no. So, like, once again, Darkstalker is the gods of war. Because, like, God of War, obviously an action game, but the red orbs you collect upgrade your equipment and give you more moves. But ultimately,
it's
didn't...
not really RPG elements, is it? Because you don't have as much of a choice of going, I can separate them into different classes. So they should be okay. They'll be fine.
Yeah, but we'll obviously with everything we do, it's judgment, judgment call.
But who goes first?
That's a good question. We all got to get the dicey rolly thingamajiggers out, because we're gonna dice this off. We're gonna go to Google. Roll a d10. Does that sound good?
D10 dice roll, yeah.
Yeah.
For the Google's okay. Dungeons and Dragons dice roller, yeah.
Yep, that's it. Roll a d10.
Wizard of the Coast.
I'm going last. I got a 1.
So did I.
Chris?
I got a 1.
I don't have a die with me on hand, so we'll just assume I go first.
Okay. Well, I just rolled it. Yeah, so I think I go next then, Will. Because I just rolled the 10.
Yeah.
What was your reroll?
Okay, that's fine. I got a 5 for a reroll, so yeah, you go first.
Got
you
it.
Go next.
Okay, so Chris goes first. Obviously, serpentine order as we always do. So it's going to Chris, me, Will, me, Chris. So, Chris, you have your tank, your range, your melee, and your heals. Where are you going first?
All right. So the reason why I asked this particular question is because it's very, very specific.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if this is qualifying, but I want to go with my tank. And actually, I'm gonna go with my my DPS first.
What melee or ranged?
is my melee DPS.
Okay.
My melee DPS. I'm gonna open up with the Ashen one, if I may, if that counts as not RPG, because it is an action RPG.
Who is the Ashen one?
Dark Souls 3. I don't know if that counts though. That's the thing. It's technically an action RPG.
It's technically more RPG elements
Yeah.
than not. So
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's a no on
I was
that
going
one.
to say a no.
Okay. Then I'll go with my tank, which is Doom Guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
if you guys had Doom Guy picked in the draft, then you were right, because Doom Guy has been picked pretty much in every draft. Okay, so your tank is obviously that makes sense. Doom Guy. I'm going with heals first, and I knew that this was going to be an easy category to dip into, so I only went to the well once in the MOBA category. And my healer is Mercy from Overwatch. She can heal.
Nice.
She can DP. She can also help raise your DPS. She can also just resurrect the entire party.
Nice.
So she's like the best healer, bar none. So my heals is Mercy from Overwatch.
Right. Okay. So who's writing these down so we can put them on the Discord?
Fuck, that's always me, isn't it? All right, hang on a second. Well, I have mine written down because I actually pre-planned this. So I just have to worry about Chris's, and I know Will just send me his later.
Yep.
Tank is Doom Guy. Okay.
Okay. So right. So I'm gonna get the melee out of the way first, just in case.
Got it.
You've snuck this one in, and I'm gonna go with one we have talked about, and I'm gonna go with Kratos as a melee.
I did not pick Kratos.
Fair enough. I thought you would go for that. I honestly did, because it was one of those in the mind bits at the moment of time. But yeah, so Kratos, we know how good he is with his fists. We know how he is with Blades of Olympus. We know how he is with the axe. Better way, which is dropping those and smacking the shit out of things. So he would be my melee.
Okay.
For my ranged, I'm going to go with Agent 47.
Yes.
How great would he be? Snipers.
Got you beat.
Yeah.
Got you beat. Oh, I've got you beat.
Fair enough.
Okay. So Agent 47, obviously a strong choice there when it comes to ranged. All right. So I'm going to do my ranged next.
Okay.
And my ranged is not only she is Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And here's the reasoning. Number one, she's ranged. Number two, she's going to be able to drop DOT's damage over time effects with all those different arrows. Number three, she's anti-computer. She also has ability to hack any device with her staff. So even if you come up against futuristic tech, she's going to be the one there who's going to be able to hack the shit out of it with her staff. So she also has some melee capability as well. So if she gets caught in a melee situation, she can handle herself until she disengages back out. So my ranged is Aloy / anti-tech / mech. Chris.
Okay.
Back to you. 2 picks.
All right. Well, my melee DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. My melee DPS has got to be. No. It's got to be Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
That was my melee DPS pick as well.
What?
That was my melee DPS pick as well. Very strong. Also anti-magic, but I have a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick.
Now, I'm gonna go with my mage.
There's no mage.
No mage.
It's tank
there's no
ranged
mage?
melee heals.
Tank
Only 4.
Oh, because I have the original one.
Yes.
Never mind then. So, I guess I'll go with my my healer, the Darkness. From the Darkness series. Yeah.
Interesting.
They can put people back together after having their head blown up.
So can Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Chris obviously took my melee DPS.
Mm-hmm.
But I have 2 picks for every category. So as though Dante was my melee DPS / my anti-magic,
All right.
I have a melee DPS which is also still anti-magic. And this is my deep cut. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Samanosuke from the Onimusha series.
Fair enough.
Melee
Fair
DPS, Samurai Warrior, has kick-ass wet melee weapons. Action game that has a few RPG elements, but it's still action.
Yeah.
Mainly action. Also, fights undead Nobunaga. And knows how to fight evil magic, anti-magic creatures. In feudal and in present-day France. As in Onimusha 3. So, melee DPS / anti-magic. Samanosuke from Onimusha.
Nice.
That's the deep cut.
So my one's going to be a bit of a wild card for my healer.
Okay.
And it's going to be old Hal Emmerich, Otacon, from Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
You know,
He is a doctor.
Yep, he is a doctor. He was working on, what the bloody thing's called now? Little bugs, tiny little bugs.
Nanomachines.
Nanomachines, that's it. Thank you very much, mate. so yeah, he's working on those, and once they get into things, they can repair. So there's always that bit there. If you get hurt, they can heal you quickly and roll because of him. And if you need anything else, a bit more longer term, you need something really, really big, he's there for you. So that's all I got for that.
Okay.
And he's a very good scientist with technology. And then my final pick is my tank.
Mm-hmm.
Juggernaut.
I got you beat on tank, man.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Because, he is a tank.
No, he is a living body with a tank.
Yeah. He absolutely.
But he's not as good as my pick for tank.
Okay.
Because my tank not only is a tank, but has the best armor of all time, which is called plot armor. And it is Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I mean, all of our characters have plot armor.
True, but Goku has the most plot armor. Is he dead? Doesn't matter, can still come back and fight Vegeta even if he's dead. Is he dead? Still comes back and fights other people. Doesn't matter if he's dead. Comes back to life anyways. Doesn't need to be revived by Mercy. Killing him just makes him stronger. And he's literally a god. Is a god form now. Goku's been around for how many years? Also a competent fighter in his own right. But he has the plot armor. Because without Dragon Ball Z, there is no Goku. Without Goku, there is no Dragon Ball. As much as they wanted it to be. So that's my tank. Is Goku. From like every
Nice.
Dragon Ball fighter. Because there's just a lot of them. So, Chris, that leaves your ranged DPS.
My ranged DPS. Ooh. Oh boy. Well, let me put it this way. I'm going to play my ranged DPS. He is a MOBA character. And his name is Io.
Like the planet, Io?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Io has this neat little trick. He can tether to an ally, and every time the ally makes an attack, he also makes an attack. So he tethers to Dante. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the math of Dante,
Yes.
but Dante can swing a very heavy sword fast enough to halt raindrops. In, I believe it was like a 15-foot radius. That's a lot of attacks.
Now, are we talking proper Dante, or are we talking, emo Dante?
We're talking Devil May Cry 4 and 3 and 2 and 1.
Right, yeah, proper Dante.
Proper
Yep.
Dante. Not remake, let's just name everything one person. Like, let's just recall it Devil May Cry again. Dante.
Yeah. I think that would have been a great on its own series, but...
Ebony Library.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if he loses his, for whatever reason, he still has the other range as well.
Exactly.
Of his guns.
That was my thought process around picking my things too, is that I want people who can do their role but also have a secondary role. And be competent enough in the other roles that if something happened, like I also have an off tank, and I have my main thing though was picking. I have somebody who can deal with magic. I have somebody who can deal with technology. I have people who can deal with kind of vice versa, which my healer is just bullshit because she's fucking bullshit. Heroes never die. That doesn't. You're back in life. Why? Magic. But technology too, because also she's Swedish. So, no, she's not Swedish. She's Swiss. She's Swiss. She speaks German, kind of.
So she's very neutral.
She's very neutral.
So yeah. So who do you think, guys, will win this draft? It's up to you guys, because you can vote in the Discord after the show's finished.
As long as one of us posts it. and I will
Yeah.
type them to Will, or who posts it usually? Is it Chris or me or Will?
It's normally Chris.
I usually do, but I'm playing game, so.
Yeah, plot armor is huge. Plot armor is like, we all have plot armor. Like Doom Guy. But the thing is, with Doom Guy, do we know if Doom Guy is the same Doom Guy, or is he different Doom Guy?
Doom Slayer is Doom Guy.
Okay.
Doom 3 is the oddball one.
Doom 3 is the oddball, where you're like actual just regular Space Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: your plot armor. I don't think that's necessarily going to work, because normally it'll work in like a PvE situation, but we're talking about a PvP situation, so plot armor don't stand.
It depends. We're talking about an MMO team. We never stated if it was PvE or PvP.
Even still, it's an MMO, so your plot armor still doesn't stand.
It's a talent he takes. It's plot armor. It's still Goku. Well, I could have said Superman from Superman Returns. That's pretty good. Actually, my backup pick was Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that was nice, because my only
As my
backup
tank.
I had as an alternative was Doctor, and it was Dr. Mario.
Yeah, no. I had Goku as first pick for tank, Goro as second pick, Alloy for range DPS, Jim Raynor from Heroes of the Storm, specifically Heroes of the Storm Jim Raynor as backup ranged, Dante then with Semenowski as backup pick. I had no backup for Mercy. I would have just picked another one of the healers from Overwatch probably. But probably David Bowie. Because he's a healer in Overwatch, right? Right? That's David Bowie.
Yeah.
No, David Bowie. Ziggy Stardust is like the hero in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Bing, bang, boom. David Bowie in Overwatch. It's in the future. In the future, David Bowie heals people. Doesn't that character also like throw like glowing balls too? So it's it's not Ziggy Stardust. I apologize. It's the Goblin King. The Goblin King is the hero in Overwatch. Throwing the balls all over the place. Magic dancing across the field.
And the power of voodoo.
Is that what we're gonna do next? Is it like what movie characters would make a good MOBA team?
That sounds fantastic.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound great? Like what movie characters would make a good MOBA team?
But did it have to stay fantasy, or can you go cross genre?
Damn. So to make this easy, we're probably gonna just use like I'm gonna say the Blizzard standard of MOBA, because I don't understand AD carry and jungle and that kind of shit. So there's like tank, support.
Well, Dota is a lot more efficient in the way they determine the things, and it's positions 1 through 5.
Okay.
1 being the person who needs the most gold, the most everything. 5 being the person who does absolutely nothing as far as that goes. Fuck. No. You don't blink away while I'm
So how
healing
about
you.
we just do like a 5-person MOBA team, and we don't have to roll them. Just what you think would be the 5 good movie characters. I will mention one stipulation here.
Mm-hmm.
Only one character per universe, aka Marvel comic book universe or DC comic book universe. You can't just go into the Marvel comic book universe well.
Because they're an effective...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
because
one.
I can think of any DC movie or Marvel movie, and just like you can pick it into effective. They already are effective teams. Sorry, they already are an effective team, and then there's also Justice League. So Ben Affleck is Batman. It's not the real Batman. Michael Keaton, all the fucking way. And also a little bit of Val Kilmer Val Kilmer was good too. But Michael Keaton. So, MOBA team from movie characters. 5? Because there's 5, right? Standard usually? 5? 5.
Yep.
5. There we go. We figured it out. We nailed it, guys. I do want to call Goblin King, but I can't.
So what's the 5 classes?
Just 5. Just 5. Don't worry about specifying rank.
Are just 5 characters in movies.
5 characters from movies who you think would make an effective MOBA team.
Right, fair enough. That's cool.
Oh, I have an idea of what I'm doing with mine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so dirty. I'm already laughing my ass off at it. I can't wait for next week. It's gonna be great. How about that? Did you guys like that? Is chat happy with that choice? Are you guys excited?
I also looked at another one as well for the special effects special, which is, by the way, May 13th, 7:30 UK time, 2:30
We're not going
US
to
time.
do a draft on the special effects special.
I was just thinking of just doing one special question for like a special draft.
Sure.
And that was going, but basically it was going along with it. It's a video character would you want to marathon stream with? Just one.
What video game character would you want to stream with?
Yeah. As a sort of like a charity marathon bit. Who would you like to be your backup in terms of doing a marathon stream?
Okay, so like they would be streaming with you on the marathon stream.
Yes.
Got it. Hacker Man from Kung Fury. Because he can hack the stream. And also they killed the Kung Fuhrer. Yeah,
so yeah.
Movie character, not movie star, movie character. That's very specific there. Because I have to be that way or else it's going to ruin my team. But my team is going to be amazing.
I don't have any healing for you.
You're not a healer, though.
I am a healer. Well, in the dotes. In the dotes, I'm playing a healer.
But you have him at ranged out. Off heals. Gotcha. Got it.
Mm-hmm. So here's how IO works, is that he has this thing called tether. Mm-hmm. And when he tethers to the person, they gain additional move speed. And for every point of HP he regens, they regen 2. Same with mana. So see how he's getting HP every tick that I get HP. Yeah.
That's the thing do. The thing do that makes the thing do go whatchamacallit. All right. So, there's the draft. Obviously, there's a clear winner. But only you can decide who that clear winner is. So make your choice. You have a week. And don't do what you normally do. Like, me and Chris have like 5 votes. And then all of a sudden we have like 1 and Will has like 20. I don't know what he's doing in all that streaming, but he's probably lobbying for that shit. So, watching you people. Vote! But, like, you know, not on, like, the Friday before so I can get my hopes up so I can start bragging to Will that I'm kicking his ass, and then all of a sudden it's like, he got 20 votes and I got -5. Well, how did that happen? I know I could have, like, negative likes on my picks.
So, giving money out to people.
That's where all that Twitch revenue is going for Will. He's got to win these drafts.
Bribe money to win the draft.
Pretty much. Pretty much. All right, so I guess we should go into what we've been playing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like a Sunday morning, like, shock jock kind of a thing. So welcome to the Game Won't Play Itself podcast in the morning. Sunday. Watch us talk with the guy from Extra Life. Do you want to help kids? They need controllers too. Fuck you if you don't like that. You should go feel bad about yourself and donate money to Extra Life. Live on Sunday. right? That's
Almost. Close enough.
Well, you've never heard monster truck commercials in the United States like we have. That's like,
Oh, we get the local stuff. It's like special effect. Special effect.
but like, what is a British monster truck ad like? Oh, hello, chaps. Would you like to come down and watch gigantic automobiles with combustion engines roll over slightly less decrepit automobiles? Then we would like you to make your way down to Bob and Sally's demolition store, where you can watch ye old Tinkerbell.
Demolition store.
Exactly. I don't know. It's English.
Don't forget, you must dress up more than your pantaloons.
Exactly. Put on your Sunday best. And
Actually,
watch
it's
us.
quite similar to American stuff. I've adverts for that sort of thing. So it's like, yeah, it's
What's a
not
monster
too
truck?
dissimilar.
See, that's obviously very American invention. Monster truck. Think about all right, think about a guy. All right, so he has a truck. You know about the size of a truck. Now take your European truck and multiply that by 2, and you've got an American-sized truck. Now take that American-sized truck, and you take the guy who drives it, and you shrink his penis by about 4 to 5 inches, right? And then he takes this truck, and he raises it by the amount of inches his penis is smaller, that many feet in the air. So, like, 5 to 6, maybe even 10 feet in the air, if he's feeling really, like, nervous about stuff. And then he puts tires on it, the same size as his body, which is obviously the amount of inches he's missing on his penis. And then he drives that thing over destroyed cars on a dirt track in the middle of an arena. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing we've ever come up with. I'm just saying that this exists. Usually motocross is involved in it too, because like they can't get people to come and enough people to just see monster trucks or motocross. They have to kind of combine them together and just say, "Look at us!" Sorry, I was gonna say, "Look at us waste all this gas," but European audience, "Look at us use all this petrol up as we run around, as we drive across the arena, doing backflips on our really two-wheelie bikey things. Yeah!" It's pretty much it.
I want to see how you describe Medusa being a monster truck driver.
She doesn't have a penis, so she fits right in. If anything, she's the best monster truck driver.
Arguably.
Because she's compensating for the fact that she doesn't have a penis. See, it's the better monster truck driver you are, is the more compensating for your lack of a penis.
Fair enough.
See, that was a joke about compensating for penises, not a joke about women not having them.
Context optional.
It's just context. Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, and a colonoscopy is the same way, Michael Patterson, but I'm not like also like saying go out. Well, I am saying go out and get a colonoscopy because that shit helps you with cancer, and nobody should have cancer. So get a colonoscopy.
Oof.
The more you know. Tick whippies. Do do do.
So what we've been playing?
Yeah. I've done my public health announcement. I not only made fun of things, but I put a positive spin on a thing.
Now get yourself checked out. We're a colonoscopy.
It saves lives.
I can do.
Just be wary. You know, this is the worst thing that a nurse can ever do. Is if you had a colonoscopy, and the man's putting on his pants, and the nurse walks in and goes, "Who the hell was that guy?" Hmm. It's like the worst fear ever. So playing games. Will, what have you been playing?
Stuff, things, and other stuff like
Make me stop
the
talking.
secret
This is just
ending
gonna go downhill.
yeah, it's going to go downhill very, very quickly.
I'm already below the waist.
You know you can do with your colonoscopies, don't you? And
I made a dick joke and a butt joke. Where else could I go from here?
Yeah, exactly. We've hit that level early. We're staying there. We don't come back up from it. But yes, a secret ending of God of War.
Talk
Pretty
about it
damn
next
cool.
week.
Indeed we shall. Platinum the Adventure Pals. Platinum Minecraft Season 1 story. Season 2 of story mode. Played a bit of Jack and Daxter, but not enough really to talk about. The other stuff I pretty much streamed, like Rocket League, which was pretty damn cool last night. Goals aplenty, trolls for a little bit, good stream raids from people. Yeah, it was a good time. Speaking of trolls, bloody Abzu trolled me on Monday. Playing it, got to about an hour and a half in, and I've got to a section. It looks like I've actually finished the game, and I'm thinking to myself, hang on, this feels like an ending. So I say on the stream that if in the next 5 seconds the trophy pops and the credits roll, I'm going to laugh my ass off. And it did. So you bastard game. It's a nice quiet sort of relaxing type. If you've ever played Journey, you've ever played things like Dear Esther, when you're just walking around, it has that feel to it. It's not a walking simulator, it's more of a swimming one, but there is like gentle puzzles in there, and yeah, it's more of an experience rather than a game. And for an hour and a half, you can do some replay value on there, because there are certain bits where you can meditate on and you have to find all of them, for example, and so it looks like there is collectibles to go back on, but there's not much. So it's for an afternoon, if you just want a game to just chill out to, if you had a stressful day or stressful morning, whatever, if you just want to chill out to it, it's one of those games to do. So
Don't worry, guys. Next week we're gonna go over the value of couponing and how to get the best deal at your local grocery store.
That's pretty much what I've been playing. I mean, I played the Amnesia collection as well, which that's kind of like a walking horror simulator, and it gets a bit finicky when you're facing an invisible monster in the water, like sewage water, and you have to jump about in boxes to try and stop hearing the sound of you splashing in the water and come and killing you. But that's pretty much all I've been playing. How about yourself, Chris?
I've been playing some Dota 2, of course, for Dota Tuesdays. On Mondays, I've been playing indie horror games, and this upcoming week, we're going to be tackling the 4th chapter of Bendy and the Ink Machine. And last week, we tackled some SCP Containment Breach. We're going to be tackling a little bit more of that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. If I can beat it, fantastic. If not, whatever. Not a big deal. And then from there, I think later tonight, I'm going to be playing some Fortnite for Friendo Friday.
Fortnite is good.
Fortnite
I've
is
sworn off that game ever since I won. I won once, and that was it. I'm done.
But when I played it over the week, it's not like we bookended it. I started off, first game I played in Fortnite for a few weeks, 2nd place. Last game I played with Letitia on the stream, we got to 2nd place. It's like,
Getting second base is never a good thing. Unless that's what you're shooting for.
Considering we're rusty on it, I went for it.
Considering that you're rusty, getting to 2nd base is pretty good.
Yeah. It's just like waiting for the slap to come and to kill you, but no, it didn't. Till right at the end.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't making a joke at all. You're English. How do you even know what 2nd base is? It's baseball's an American sport.
It's rounders.
What the fuck is rounders?
4 bases with a stick. You hit a ball. You run to bases.
Yeah.
If you run around all 4, you can score a run. If you knock it out at a boundary, it's an automatic run, like a home run.
Right.
I've watched baseball. It's fine. If you get caught, it's out.
Here's
He can run you out.
Question though, if you invented it, why are we making so much fucking money off of it?
I mean,
because it's one of those ones that didn't take off, like cricket, which is weird because we seem to invent a lot of stuff and then other people get better at it.
Yeah, how does it feel that like all your former colonies are better at cricket than you are? Like all of them.
Apart from, of course, really. I mean,
India, Pakistan, New Zealand, Australia. Like all of them better. Like 10 times better.
Well, see, the thing is, right, if we've played it on our own, then, you know, while we would remain good, it's like we couldn't call ourselves world champions. Even though you guys can with the NFL. How's that work? All American teams yet world champs.
Because nobody's good enough.
We don't want to be selfish.
Have you seen the Canadian Football League?
No, thankfully not. I've heard about it because I know Dwayne
The
Johnson.
field is twice as big. Doesn't make any sense. Also, they have a lot less concussions, so that's a thing too. Also, like, why wouldn't you want to play in the Canadian Football League? You may not make as much money, but the field is bigger. They allow different plays, and they have better health care.
Much more polite when you tackle.
Exactly. Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. You were saying. Or maybe you weren't.
Hi, I'm James. I interrupt on this show a lot.
I was playing a little Dark Souls earlier today.
Dark Souls is good.
Are you making good progress on it?
Nah.
Are you on like New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus?
No, just New Game Plus.
Okay. All right. Just needed to be sure there.
Yeah.
I'm not there because he's not gonna see it.
So is that everything you've been playing this week, matey?
Yeah, more or less.
So James, it's down to you, my friend.
Okay. All right. I've been playing God of War. More on that next week.
Nice.
I haven't beaten it yet, but I think I've gotten past the majority of the spoilers. I'm kind of near the end game now. I have the tools to open the secret doors, and I have more than the weapons that I started the game with. I think that's enough said.
Yeah, we can discuss that a little bit to how far
Will can understand from those words where I'm at. Other things I've been playing.
Yeah.
BattleTech. Or as I'd like to call it, XCOM with mechs. So you can pretty much see where I'm at with that game. I mean, it's a wheelhouse kind of a thing there. It has mechs. It has murdering of things. It's good. It's really good.
How's the heat system in it?
It's good because everything has a certain heat value. You can put heat sinks on your mechs. If not, if you overheat, it deals damage internally to your mechs. You know, it's built in.
The last attempt at that type of system was a little broken because the heat system had no way to decrease the heat.
Yeah, if there's a way that like your mech will naturally sink the heat, and also if you just don't attack or if you melee or if you use if there's like you have a certain like heat level that your mech will automatically decrease, so you could fire weapons under that level and it will slowly decrease over time or just not do anything. Also, different planets you go on will sink your heat better or worse. Like if you're in a desert planet, it's not going to sink your heat as well as if you're on a frost planet. Also, just running into the water. Like if you're in water, it sinks your heat because, you know, you're in water.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So it's a good system. It's a good tactical system, a good game. And the nice thing about it too is that like it has one main story campaign that kind of opens up and it gives you priority missions, but ultimately you don't have to just do the priority missions. Like once it opens up, you can just start doing whatever the hell you want and taking contracts. And you can see like this is a game where they could be like, okay, here's another story campaign for like another $10, another storage campaign for another $10, and they can build upon the game where it's not just like a one playthrough and you're done kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So it has potential. Also, I only think it's like $40, so you're not paying 60 retail for this thing, which is like kind of Paradox's thing.
That sounds a pretty good deal because even as the DLC doesn't sound like a bad idea really compared to other things we've heard about.
Yeah, wink,
like
wink.
having to buy a save slot.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Jesus Christ. Don't remind me that ever happened.
It looks like they're doing the same thing in Harry Potter, the new Harry Potter game.
Oh, God.
Once again, how is a Harry Potter video game going to be any level of good?
The first one was really good.
But the first one was like PlayStation 2 era, like early 2000s. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
So, decades since it's been decent.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I bought a game last night. It was $8.59. It is glitchy and janky as all hell, just as I remembered it. And I'm fucking glad it's back. I played probably about 2 hours last night of Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer.
Oh, so they've released that on Steam.
Good Old Games released it. T. Poland. 2 months.
You madman.
You madman. Dude, that business corgi, though. That business corgi.
You beautiful, beautiful man.
See? He also got super excited about Pod Racer. I mean, that was my child. I mean, that was an N64 game. That game was released in 1999. It's almost a 20-year-old game. It's a direct port, and it's really like it's kind of sketch, but I can play it with a 360 controller.
That's a bonus.
Yeah. So, but that pod racing. Well, I've been drinking. That's the thing. I mean, I've also had a drink or two tonight too. This is the reason why we have interrupting Cow James. Also, Crash James. We've established that I should really not drink and podcast. Unless you enjoy it, then I should absolutely drink and podcast. Because it just shows you things get more interesting. And Will turns redder than I am when it happens.
Yeah, I actually get some color to my face.
It's like, oh shit, James has been drinking. This is the reason why he wants to do the extra life thing during the day. So that I don't start drinking for it and make an ass in front of like the special guest. It's probably why we don't have guests anymore.
Or as often like, wait, what?
You guys do a thing on Friday nights? They'd rather be drinking.
At this time? But I'm hopefully trying to get some others.
They're number one, they're gamers, right?
Mm.
So playing video games at midnight on a Friday doesn't really, keep it up. I don't want to drink alone. No, see this thing. I had like my 2 beer. That's it. 2 beers and I'm done. Any more, then there wouldn't be a show because I'd be asleep. I say I drink. I don't say I'd handle alcohol well. But Pod Racer was definitely not a drinking choice. It was a cold, calculated decision when Good Old Games emailed me and said, "Hey, Pod Racer is a game," and I just went, "I don't care how much money it is. I'm buying it because that's a game I love as a kid and I want to play a lot."
Does
and I forgot.
Hold up?
It doesn't hold. Well, the graphic it holds up what you'd expect from a 10-year-old game.
Yeah,
a 20-year-old game. Also, Sebulba. Boy, that character's voice is really racist. Hey, I'm the junk dealer. You come into my shop. I'm here to sell you stuff.
Sebulba. That's Watto.
That's Watto.
Come on,
Sebulba's
man.
also kind of racist too.
Sebulba's a Doug.
So what was it, Doug? But Wado, hey, you want to buy my slaves? Hey, you come here and buy the parts. I sell you parts. Everybody's a book to donkey. They you want to go donkey. I'm like, wow. It's like,
That character
Like-
in 4 Ragnarok is brilliant.
yeah, but
So we got a ship. We're gonna get on it. Do you want to come with? So I was gonna start a revolution, but I didn't put up enough pamphlets. So my mum and her boyfriend only showed up, and I don't like a boyfriend. I kind of hate him. Great character. So yeah, sorry, I was interrupting you, James.
you were interrupting me being like, talking about racists.
Yes.
It's just bad. It's like I'm sitting there going like, wow, I thought this was great as a kid, but like, no. And also some of the names are like Podank and like Pookloon. It's just like some really like as like a 10-year-old James was just like this is funny names. And ultimately like I was just when I played this game, I obviously, and it's still the case today, I didn't know how to properly build a racer. So it's just like, oh, you could buy something that helps with turning and helps with grip and helps with this and helps with that. And I'm just like, I don't need that. I need acceleration and top speed because I want to go fast. But what about braking? Why do I need to brake if I'm going fast?
To be able to go fast for longer.
No.
Yeah.
They just go fast, and you don't stop going fast. It's that simple. Now, see, I don't quite think you quite understand how racing really is here. Alright? So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go fast. You go fast, and you turn left. And you keep going fast, and you keep turning left all the time. There's no other reason to do anything else. It's just foot down, go fast. If you hit the wall, don't worry. It just helps you bounce in the right direction to keep going fast. That's pretty much it. Michael Patterson, good night.
Good night, Michael. What a closing line.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, racist Star Wars. It's May the 4th, so we had to talk about racist Star Wars. Yeah, racist Star Wars colonoscopies. That's the quality programming you get here on the Game Won't Play Itself.
You don't want to use the Force for that, though.
No, you blow a blood vessel if you use the Force for that.
Oh, yeah. They'd be worried about the bleeding then.
Yeah. So, Pod Racer. Fun game from my childhood. I remember playing that with a Microsoft joystick that was going into the serial port in the back of our Windows 98 Gateway 2000 PC. Think about that for a second. Those are words I just used that some people may not understand.
Some people weren't even born then, and some of them are like 18 now, and it sickens you, doesn't it?
Well, no, because none of them listen to this show. I like that. I know our age brackets. I have demographic and geographic maps on our podcast demographics that tell us what the age brackets are that listen to this show. Thank you, Apple. You guys forgot that you didn't read the terms and conditions, did you? Blame Corby Analytica.
Yeah, the standing now that Cambridge Analytica is shut down.
It's Corby Analytica, because everything dodgy happens in Corby.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not wrong.
I can't disagree. Hell, if you believe our local newspaper, we're importing drug gangs from London. Yeah, I know. If you believe it. So yeah, so pod racing.
Pod racing. I'm having a blast with it.
Sweet.
It's just, I mean, there's only like 5 tracks, and they're just like bigger or smaller based on the race you're doing, and then like equipment comes available and you unlock racers as you beat tracks. It's not a hard game. I could probably beat it in like 4 hours if I just raced. Most of the races take about 3 minutes.
Would you consider doing like a nostalgic stream? Show it
Yeah.
if you can.
I was, and I already come up with a name. It's Driving Down Memory Lane with Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer.
Did they do multiplayer with it yet?
You can have direct IP to IP multiplayer.
Okay, so they didn't adjust it.
No, it's exactly the same. It is literally a direct port from like the classic Windows 99 game. But I may. The only problem is, and this is the streamer side of me, all it has is copywritten music. The entire game is just copyrighted.
We'll do it as a live special.
No, I would just mute the music and just put on like non-copyrighted music.
Janky versions of John Williams.
It's like, you know, like the Star Wars song goes da 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 da. Be like ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba bum 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 bum. It's like just off, like slightly on key and beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the weird tribute band.
It's like, yeah. It's like the tribute band named after one of the songs. We're Yellow Submarine, the Beatles tribute band. We play everything with maracas and macangas. It's like, how the fuck do you do Beatles songs like that? I mean, Lennon was still alive. You probably would have figured it out, but McCartney? No way in hell.
It's when they do it panpipe roots. That's when it's really scraping the barrel.
Hey, my buddy of mine we had a high school talent contest for like kind of like it was called Mr. Mills. Mills was the high school, and it was like, okay, who is Mr. Mills? And he joined it as a joke because he wasn't anywhere like one of the, so it's all the popular guys and my friend. So they're like, okay, you know, there's the talent portion of it, and they're like, oh, I have this talent. My buddy, in a packed gymnasium of the entire school body, comes out, has the balls and cojones to sit in the middle of the high school gymnasium, in the middle of the basketball court, with a didgeridoo, an authentic Australian didgeridoo, and played Iron Man on it. He won. He won Mr. Mills.
No, that's talent.
And it's not even talent. This is obviously before like the internet was really a thing. He trolled the entire high school. Like, he was not the popular guy at all. He joined it as a joke. And he won. And like everybody's like, it's the bathing suit part of the competition. So all the guys are coming out and they're all like ripped and stuff and like bathing suits. He just comes out in like a bathing suit and like a t-shirt and like a straw hat, like that he would normally wear at the beach. It's like, sup? He's like, what? Is he supposed to show up? Then he's like, he just like does like the runway walk. It was out of control. I mean, but also, wouldn't you consider being able to play Iron Man on the didgeridoo as like kind of a good talent?
Yeah, I would. Definitely. Considering, you know, we've seen like the unicycling bagpipe player.
Flaming bagpipe player.
Yep. Nah, that's some talent.
Yeah, no, that's called like Scotland on a Saturday night.
What's Curtis about that? And Mr. Smith.
Prove me wrong. They're here, prove me wrong. You're not saying that there was like one guy at the pub going, alright, what if I took... Sorry, I have to do an actual Scottish. What if I took this and put in this bagpipe and going, and you light on fire? Because you kind of can't understand him, but you kind of can.
Depends how pissed he is.
Well, obviously, this is not a decision that is made at any level of sober. To play flaming bagpipes on a unicycle.
In the past, we've already discussed levels of challenge and people being drunk on podcasts before.
This is one of those levels. Like it's Scotsman level, we'll call it. We're at the Scotsman level. What is the Scotsman level? That. It is like the proof that makes the definition the proof. It's cyclical, like that.
So yeah. So is that what you've been playing, matey?
Pretty much, and I think I've covered the spectrum and I'm making fun of and most things tonight.
Sweet. Okay, so we'll get to the shout outs and then wrap it up then, because biggest shout out I have is to Vicky0199. She has been very ill for the past year, getting on for a year, I think. But she was a member of the Platform 32 community. She's been in Dougie's community. She comes into my streams. She started streaming herself recently. And today she got results back from a full scan she had last week. And she is now cancer-free. She is in remission. There is no sign of it, which is fantastic news.
That's why you have colonoscopies, kids. That's why you have colonoscopies.
It's that's why you have to check. Be safe, kids. Also the other one is Angioria. A shout to Special Effects as well for actually agreeing to come on to the show with us. And that's my shout outs. How about you guys? Chris, you got shout outs?
A little shout out to the patron saint of Tig Whippies, K Baviera. You can find her Twitch channel at K Baviera at the end of the twitch.tvs. You could do that. Go show some love. Go spread the Tig Whippies juices.
Okay, I never mentioned anything about juices to show.
James, any shout outs at all?
I have defeated Lard.
Yeah, no, the butt jokes, no. The small dick jokes, no. Just the word juices. Is that like the word moist? Is that like the other thing too? If I just keep going moist?
That's a great word.
It's a wonderful word. 10 out of 10.
It's a wonderful phrase.
It is a wonderful phrase. When you want to get the girl to quench, you say the word moist. If you want to get the girl to punch you in the face, you say, I'm not gonna use that word. Because it started with the scene to get you into the house.
Yeah, we just...
So lost. Like shout outs. I have one shout out.
Yeah.
Hi chat. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm glad you were here this entire time to hear whatever this was, because it was something. I think you all agree with me on that. I've enjoyed spending time with you tonight as much as I think you've enjoyed spending time with us. And I just want to know that I would be happy to be your neighbor if you would be mine. So, sadly, it is time for us to go. But don't worry, we'll be back here again next week. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time it is in England, because they're weird. And not America. And not Eastern Standard, because everything Zulu time should just go through our time. But that's beside the point. I'm just going off topic here.
But if you guys do want more content later this evening, in about an hour and 20 minutes, I'll be starting up Friendo Fridays on Fortnite. So PS2 players, PC players, whatever console you're doing, you can hop on in. We can hang out. We can chillax.
And enjoy it. And thank you. And if you're listening to the show tonight, on wherever it was, we're happy to have you here. We're happy to have had you listen in any way, shape, or form that you have. This has been fun for us. Hopefully it's been fun for you. Because, yeah, this has been a thing. And I'm totally not stalling as I'm trying to find some music to play. That's definitely not a thing I am doing right now.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No, because we have important things we have to talk about. Extremely important things like thanking chat. Because we really can't thank you enough. Yeah, see, like, oh look, that's my YouTube homepage. What videos? See, look, there's some Co-Carnage right there. See, he's really cool. Pillars of Eternity 2 came out today, which I'm probably going to be buying and playing. But that one may just be for me and not for you guys. I'm sorry. We will be working on finding something for me to stream for you guys. Because I know you're desperate to see more of my wonderful face.
We want to see more of your face. We want to see more of your streams. But yeah, I also want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you very much for listening to us in the future, of us in the past.
The days of future past Tigwhippies. That's the thing? Sure. We'll go with it. That's the thing. But you better believe it. 10 out of 10. Best show.
For now, it's good night for me.
Yeah, it's good night. I actually have a song, so we got this. I did just have to start from the beginning.
Hopefully this game won't take an hour and a half.
Hopefully not.
I've had 100-minute games.
Incoming enemy.